So the inquiry will look at what's gone on nationally, but we'll also do some local investigations to really analyse what went on in towns and cities that were heavily impacted by CSE. So for example, at the moment, the inquiry has announced 3 local areas that they will look at. So London, Oldham, and then Bradford and Keighley as one area. But what they have said is that they will look at that as like a satellite area. So it may be that, for example, if abuse happened in Huddersfield, that might fall into Bradford. They're currently still analysing how to do that. The local investigations will be a really in-depth look at what went on in the local areas, and then that will feed back into the national inquiry. The national inquiry will look at things that went wrong on a wider basis. So, for example, the first part of the inquiry is looking at the national responses. So, for example, in Rotherham, there was an inquiry many years ago called the J Report, and the J Report made certain recommendations. There are similar reports up and down the country that have happened, and the inquiry is going to look at the responses of national organisations in relation to child sexual exploitation and the reports and other information that they had at the time, and whether they complied with the recommendations that were made, and if they didn't, why they didn't. So it's a really in-depth look nationwide at what has gone wrong and how we can better improve things for the future generations. If you want to be involved with the National Inquiry, then just reach out to a solicitor like myself who will be able to assist you, or an organisation that supports survivors of child sexual exploitation. It's really important to understand that even if you weren't part of where a local investigation is being looked at, you can still be part of the inquiry. And I would really encourage you to do so, because the more people that come forward, the more the government will understand what went wrong and how they need to right things in the future.